for an entire trailer or video for an entire trailer or video for an entire trailer or video for an entire trailer or video
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, let's do this. Yeah. So somebody else is watching me. Uh, so yeah, so as far as far as we can go for today's topic, so we all know that GTA 6 has been released. GTA 6 Extended Look has been released in weeks. So as far as I have seen the full extended version, it's it's good. It's good. It has far as it's good, but there are a few, let's say, things that I expected, but I was not shown in the gameplay and the gameplay. I think the full gameplay would be different. So let's see. Uh, let's go with the breakdown. Okay? So, but there are a few, let's say, things that I expected, but
Nelson about this exact intro scene. Rob said
let's say,
Nelson about this exact intro scene. Rob said that we started pushing this type of interconnectedness a lot in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's something I think can really help you feel connected to what's happening, which is sort of partial control. Trying to bring things that would traditionally have been in cutscenes more in-game for the player to participate in. Like when they're walking up the steps at the start of the video and they meet that first group of guys and they're standing there, you're in-game. You have camera control, maybe a bit of player control, but you stop and we stop you, and then you walk through in-game. Now, in this mission, Jason and Lucia are searching for a character named Raymond, who we'll meet shortly, but on the way we find this character who, again, you might recognize from an earlier trailer, this time in trailer 1. Also, down the bottom right, you can see if you hold L2, you'll get the prompt to talk to this character and find out if this really is Raymond, which it isn't, but this is the exact
The majority of the game, the GTA 6 has been like more like Red Dead Redemption 2. The full extended gameplay I have seen has so much similarities with Red Dead Redemption 2, and there are so many interlinked player conversations or player actions between each characters. What made Red Dead Redemption 2 a better game was the realism. So they like transfer the same, like use that same realism concept to GTA 6, which as far as we could see is good. And you can now, as far as this guy is explaining, as far as this TGG is explaining, it's one of the best explanation videos that I could find for the extended trailer. So let's watch based upon that video see what else we could expect from it.
exact same system that was in Red Dead 2. And of course, when you use this feature in free roam, for example, you will have the opportunity to greet and antagonize with any NPC in the open world, just like in Red Dead 2. When Jason and Lucia get in the elevator, again, you see this sort of seamlessness that Rockstar is going for here with GTA 6, where, again, this isn't a cutscene, this is just in-game, which, if you're anything like me, this was
Yeah, see, the attention to detail is top notch. They have taken like 10 years in development. The attention to detail is kind of top notch. It's most like GTA 5, but crank up the level of graphics, and I think that's why they have waited this much long to, let's say, to let the hardware catch up to their ideologies. So that's why they have waited for this long. And yeah, so you can see the textures are well more defined than the GTA 5, and the player interactions are well more defined as far as you could see. So the map is also way too big. You can see here. A map is also kind of big. You can see the Vice City swamps, and also and also this burger is actually kind of hinting to the burger commercial is also kind of hinting to the open life, like the open life for open world adventures or missions that we could go on. In CFI, we could go for an open hunt and when we are travel, we would go for so many other, let's say, missions like shooting and hunting, scoping, or tracking the animals and hunting with the guy, right? So I think they also have right now. I think they also have such type of missions, and we might even catch some crocodiles, just like Redemption 2. We might even catch all kinds of animals and sell them in another black marketplace, marketplace or something like that. So that's one of our if they have created such type of mechanism in game, that would be, let's say, that would be better. Okay, that would be great because all the basics are mostly covered because all the basics of, let's say, a human interaction or making the game experience as real as possible has already been done by so many studios. If GTA 6 could give one immersive playground to test it out for all the innovations, all the graphics development, all the let's say uh, mechanisms and mechanisms and playthroughs, it would be nice. Okay, so it would be way more new, and it will be worth the wait. It will worth the actually wait. It will be the actually worth to wait 8 years. Okay, if not, mm, let's if they fumbled in so many other things, like if they cut the costs on, let's say, few mechanisms that the players expected, or few missions, missions, or some other things that players expected and were not there, then Rockstar is fumbled. Still, it's going to be one of the most played, one of the best games that ever came in 2026. But still, Rockstar has fumbled far beyond Rockstar fumbled far more than the weight it has put on the money it has spent. So yeah, I think they have introduced everything as far as the leagues go by Cyber Leagues, as far as Cyber Leagues has been rolling and so many other creators, the creators who have been leaking in the Insta and the Twitter or like X have shown the maps and some gameplays and some other open feature open mechanisms. My first opinion was like I didn't like that thing because they are not well defined. I didn't even believe that. So once I have seen the extended look now, so opinion is changed that okay, these are the real leagues. So yeah, um, I personally believe that UI can be changed. I personally didn't actually like the UI. It's way more cartoonish, like way more down level. As far as see, GTA 5 has one of the best UIs possible, but when you are in realism, to show some like catchy UI. I didn't like the concept of the UI. I want that to be changed in that. So let me show what I'm talking about. The let's say UI. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This UI, the weapon change UI is way more cartoonish. As far I could see, the triangle boxes, uh, the whole AUI system is way, let's say, way too basic, way too default. As for me, it's way too default. It needs to be somewhat of defined. Okay, this is see Cyberpunk 2077 has one of the best UIs. Okay, some of the best UIs. It is a futuristic game. Okay, and Red Dead Redemption also have best UIs. GTA 5 also have the better UIs. It fits the game, but this UI doesn't actually transcribe and fit the game because see, I have seen many games and many UIs. Because of that, I may not like this, but still, these guys needs to put some effort on the UI. Okay, that's the major point. Otherwise, else the classic font is good. The classic fonts and classic uh, icons are good. Icons are good, which helps like players like me to relate to it. So yeah,
also take
And
2 heavy weapons or two-handed weapons with you if you like, but any more than that will need to be stored in your trunk, and you're going to have to go and get them from your personal vehicle if you want to pull them out on the go. You'll also have a melee weapon spot, a gadget slot, as you can see, and then a throwable slot up the top left there as well, which is currently a Molotov. Down the bottom left, you can see your healing items here. So I believe the one on the very left will fill up your health. And then as for the other one with the yellow or golden heart here, I'm actually not too sure. If I was going to guess, maybe this gives you a health boost, sort of like food does, but this is something you can use on the go, maybe? That's what it kind of looks
yeah,
like.
so yeah, I told us. Yeah, food is also one of the best. Like food actually meant something, which has been, let's say, from GTA. Okay, GTA San Andreas. If you really want to increase or push your health, you have to go to any area in the browser giants or stores to get your head recharge. That's one of the best addition to the game, to the realism of the game, and that bring back memories of San Andreas.
To
So
me, up the top of the weapon wheel here, you can see we've actually got 2 options here. We've got weapons and then items. And we'll get a better look at this items tab in an about this again, and learn that there's actual several
so
wanted states that you can sort of have.
so right now, mostly we have 6 star wanted levels as well. Mostly we used to have five. Five is the more. Five was the last, but right now we have 6 star wanted levels, which is I think as far as the uh, GTA 5's GTA 5 police AI system was different. If you like, hide in some non-noticeable places, non-noticeable places, you wouldn't all the let's say all the get dropped actually. But here, as far as shown in the trailer, if you let's say here,
Scripted. This is also something you can do in free roam. So when you get Jason and Lucia
if you
together
use the
in free
same
roam, you
strategy,
can switch between the driver.
so if you use the same strategy GTA 5 here, it won't work because cops are like police AI is far more intelligent and will mostly look for you. So you have to go and search let's say a quiet place, leave the car and drive down to and get a new car and drive down to another silent place and quiet place to remove your wanted levels. So and that's what I assume from the extended trailer look. So extended gameplay because even
And
after
the shooter or
they
the
have
passenger whenever
switched
you like. We
the
actually Jason and Lucia are a gadget slot,
let's say
too short, and up the spoke to Rob Nelson have heat. What that means is you've
exactly
pretty
that's
much
what the
lost
strategy
the
is.
cops at this point. And as long as you sort of take care of what the indicators are telling you up there, like if you change your outfit, if you split up from Lucia, those sorts of things, cops really shouldn't be able to spot you unless you walk like
Yeah,
right up to them.
and
In this state, you'll also notice that
one thing I also didn't like in the game is UI and also the map. The map is also far more, let's say, far more non-defined, way to basic, way to fucked up things. Okay, way too basic and way too realistic for the game. I don't know until I have played or seen some more gameplay. So as far as now, I didn't like that. Like, yeah, I don't like that, like the map
the
that way.
minimap on the bottom left has a big red area. That means the cops have essentially
And
blocked off
also, as even if you have done the same steps to get out from the to remove the wanted else or like to escape the police, you still have the wanted levels on you, and you have to drive carefully and you have to drive carefully and do not get caught. and that adds way to realism to the game. Okay, that adds way to realism to the game, and that's what way to realism to the game. So let's see, and yeah,
this neighborhood or are patrolling this neighborhood. So as long as you get out of this red area or this red neighborhood that cops
yeah,
have sort of set a perimeter around or are patrolling, you'll be fine. And you can see that here. Jason, Lucia, and Raul sort of get away from the cops without much of a problem. Now, there are other wanted states, such as hollow stars, which we'll see a bit later in the video. You can also have blinking stars, which essentially means you're getting close to losing the cops. You're not in their direct line of sight. And then you'll have solid white stars, just like we saw in the police chase before, and this means that the cops have a direct line of sight on you. After successfully losing the cops, Jason and Lucia drop Raoul off and make their way around Bayside, where we get another cool mashup of lots of different typical trailer scenes. So here we see two birds fighting over some food scraps. Here we've got Jason driving an airboat in the Everglades. This water just looks unreal, dude. On the right side here, you can see some people jumping off the pier here, or off the steps. Probably a bit too close to the airboat for my liking. You can also see manatees in the water on the right here. If you didn't know, the Vice City Manatees are also the football team for Vice City as well. So cool to actually see manatees in action. Here we've got Jason playing basketball at his initial safe house in the Keys, which, yes, was sort of leaked this past week, but cool to see official gameplay of it now. Jason hits a nice fadeaway here. This isn't going to be to the level of like NBA 2K, for example, but it should be a fun little mini game. I'm personally hoping that whenever online comes out, you can actually play PvP, but we'll have to see. Then we get our first look at underwater diving. This is something I can't wait in action here. Though specifically, this is to increase your health. If you do 3 of these in an in-game day, you're going to get a boost. Here we got Jason and Lucia hanging out in the Keys. We see some dolphins off in the distance, and Jason does a backflip diving into the water there. We see some jet skiing, some kayaking in Vice City. Man, this just looks so good. It looks so good. And again, these are just activities that you can do with Jason and Lucia to increase their relationship status, right? Like, these can act as dates, basically. We've got whatever the hell this guy's doing with his VR headset. I do not want to know. Here we get our first look at the strip club, or one of them. This is the Jack of Hearts, of course, owned by Booby Ike, who we mentioned earlier. And we see Draquan Priest, who we
yeah. So it's one of the uh, tradition for GTA to have these reviews. And the character designs and character designs are way more, let's say, realistic. The animation, the flow, everything is far more real, everything far more defined, and that's what you would expect from a $20 billion investment. If you can't expect that definition, that definedness in in the characters, I'm telling you, I don't know what Rockstar has put, like what actually Rockstar has invested $2 billion into the, let's say, development of this game. So I personally want characters to be defined, smooth, defined, and yeah, there needs to be defined characters. Okay, so yeah, I think there is an ID check for this as well. So I think the brutalism is kind of like toned down in this game for now. As far as I could see, there is somewhat of a brutalism, not that much of a brutalism. GTA 5 Trevor is brutal, was brutal, and will be brutal. There is no other person that. And I personally would like to see Tommy, okay, Tommy from GTA Vice City, and San Andreas CJ, and also Franklin, Trevor, and Michael. Both, both 5 people I would like to see and would like to have do a mission with. Okay, even in this online, even if it takes 3 to 5 years, I just want to do a mission with them. Okay, so Rockstar is kind of like fear, has fear. Okay, Rockstar has a fear that fear that if they release in PC, it will, let's say, it would only take almost a 1 month to 2 months time to break into the source code and change everything to create mods. So create mods and jailbreak every security lock that they have put in place and create mods and there will be no way to monopolize for them. Okay, if the only right now it is for PS5 because they could have a monopoly, as you cannot actually add mods to the PS5. It's not possible. Only certain ways and certain things, and nobody would like go and do add such type of mods to the game and do like the cross-platform play is not such mature, not that mature that file really. And if something happens, uh, if something if something happens, uh, they might even lose the copy of the game as well, license as well. So they wouldn't do. Okay, so that's why Rockstar doesn't want them to don't want actually to release the PC version. Everybody knows that. And because mostly because when GTA 6 or 35 online came now, there are so many other modding communities and so many other communities that actually build a servers for certain cosplay events and so many other things that are being going on. And some other creators who have been monopolizing it and even spending so much of money from the game. Okay, so Rockstar, and they don't have to pay Rockstar anything. They might even have to pay some fees or fines or some for the gameplay and for server. I think other than that, Rockstar doesn't have any right to, let's say, take money from them because most of the money is going to the community and the people who are actually maintaining the servers and role playing these characters and adding missions and so many other stuff that is going on. So Rockstar doesn't want, like, Rockstar has to eventually even have to go and buy them out. Okay, they eventually Rockstar has even gone and buy them out because they are making that much money and pulling out that money online players. So they have officially partnered with them, even bought them out, and creating custom mods with the Rockstar software officially. So they don't want the same thing to happen with them. Okay, so they don't want the same thing to happen. And also the reputation of GTA 6, GTA 5 after the game came out is not that much good because most of the people who actually know GTA 5 doesn't know the GTA 5 with the real characters. They know us with some random mods that they have installed or random, let's say, random the random scenarios, random heists, random characters, random everything is random. Okay, mostly random with high mods. Mostly like most of the YouTube videos about GTA 5 that are viral are not about the content, not about actual GTA 5 missions. It's about, let's say, it's about some guy who is cosplaying as some other people, Batman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, or so some other things, other Marvel characters or DC characters, and some other nonsensical brain rot stuff that has been going on throughout the years after GTA 5 released and when the PC version has released. After that, everything about GTA 5 is not about GTA 5. It's always something else. Mostly, it's always something else. So because of that point, they don't want to release it. And now we have AI. Okay, now we have AI. It's easy for everyone or anyone to jailbreak and create mods for themselves. And it could okay, eventually go down into some fucking darker rabbit holes. Okay, so that's why to they don't want to give the full control of the game to the PC modders. They will find some other ways to block the PC mods or don't PC mods uh, so that they can protect the privacy as well as the integrity of the game itself. You can see for example, Roblox was just a sandbox game, just like Minecraft. You can create games. Like Minecraft doesn't, let's say, possibly may help you to create games, but but the Roblox sandboxing helps you to create so many games, and which are brain out, as well as some of the games which are high high end graphics. Okay, if you are a good coder and you are a designer, it's go and create games in Roadblocks first, Roadblocks first, because the sandbox is far more powerful, and there and you have like stream of players that is ready to play. Okay, that are ready to play. So if you are a gamer or designer, so you can also you go for player Fortnite as well, Fortnite, or you can go for Fortnite or Roadblocks. These are the two things that you could do. These are the sandboxing games for designers or gamers who really want to get into the gaming industry or just want to apply the ideas and want to improve the gaming let's say gaming knowledge. So I suggest you to go create a game either in Fortnite or using Unreal Engine or sand, use the Roadblock sandbox. Okay, yeah. And into the topic, so was also, let's say, kid friendly game. Okay, I'm not telling it is a kid friendly game. It used to be, at least it used to be a kid friendly game. But after few, let's say, what happened, freedom, let's say, there is no restriction. First point, there are restrictions, but there is a full-fledged creative freedom, and anybody can join. And because of anybody can join, and parental laws and controls, those things doesn't actually work. Okay, those are just like let's say uh, throwing sand on a flowing way. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, we are just like throwing sandbags on a flowing river. It doesn't work out like that. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, so the major point is that Roblox has safety features, but it has given an utmost freedom to the developers, and developers created so much of brain rot content, and because of the safety protocols that were not actually put or like the buffer, developers who have developed and published the game, now it is the responsibility of Roadblocks internal, let's say, Roadblocks companies responsibility that they have to check if this particular game is good for the kids or good for anyone or not or something like that. And also they have to verify that the users that are like any activity that has been going on in the roadblocks needs to be monitored first point, and should not be encouraging in any illicit activities like so many cases that have been going on in roadblocks is like grooming, grooming predators that are joining kids' sites and influencing them, grooming them, and distributing some CP, which are wrong. Okay, which are wrong, which are far more worse, which can be stopped by the roadworks company, but they don't want to, because that's what, if anybody starts, like, mostly these are the people who, like these persons, they believe that if they start to put restrictions, they may have to, let's say, they may even have to go, mm, uh, uh, they may even have gone far more than they should. Okay, so that's why they don't want to. Oh, yeah, so they don't want to. If they even see, as far as I have known, and some press releases and some glorious on stage hookups by the roadblocks company, let's say, eh, the safety features doesn't work because doesn't work, and the restrictions doesn't work because they choose not to. First point. Second point, the ID feature doesn't work. The majority of the point, how they could eventually, let's find that this guy is inappropriately joining into this thing, is that is by, let's say, like, the ID won't matter. Okay, the if roadblocks really want to, let's say, verify who is actually playing, who is actually using the, is is not just by, let's say, face ID, doesn't actually, let's say, doesn't work because it is easy for everyone or uh, anyone to let's say, yeah, anyone to cheat. The best option is that they should be disable chat. They should disable chat communications, and also put pressure on the developers to, let's say, do not publish these games, this such type of games, to the children audience. Okay, so, and if you are a kid, a kid needs to have a parent, so they have to be like, the parent has to register first, so that the parent has to register first, so that the kid can play. Okay, so that parent has some kind of power to see what's actually happening and what my child is playing and everything. I know this kind of activity is still there inside the app and roadblocks, but they need to, let's say, they need to first push it. Okay, they need to push these things, and the major point is that they need to first understand the acquisitions, that they have to understand the problems that are actually inside the system. If they don't acknowledge the problems in the system, they can't improve, they can't, and they won't improve the quality, and they eventually are giving a pass to the predators and so many other people who are, and also uh, giving a pass to the predator, which is wrong, which is unethical, which is downright bad. That needs to be evaluated and taken down, and would eventually lead to the downfall of robots. And if they don't act on these things, they have to act on these things. They have to remove them. They have to do this, and if they don't do, they have everybody has to come. Everybody has to leave the roadblocks parents have to stop children to playing Roblox. Okay, first, and take you to the court and remove the Roblox from the App Store, App Store and Google Play Store, and also disable all the websites so that nobody else can connect to the services. That is the only way, if the only thing that needs to be done. Otherwise, if Roadblock doesn't say take these things seriously and still doesn't fix those things, these are things that parents need to do. Otherwise, we are just waiting for the inevitable to happen to any other person, not just a kid. It could be some other, let's say, teenager or so many other things. And because as far as the society is right now, it's not good. So let's not get our heads into it. We'll go into that as well. So that's the point. So in GTA 6 for now,
Learned about last year as well. We get our first look at racing in
the
GTA 6.
racing feels as fun now. Racing feels good. Racing cars and all the other features that are in game feels far more defined and good. Until and unless we play the game and play the game, we don't know what we could actually expect. What I actually like is these mini events that are happening in the game. The mini events that are actually in the game, like even in GTA 5, there are so many other mini events, but it's not. Those are scripted. Those are more scripted and more. Let's say you have to go to this certain place to trigger that event, rather than these are the events that happens on the flight if you have taken that. Okay, so that's actually kind of nice. I don't know if it's the same, so let's see that. Hmm.
It's quite insane. Now, as Lucia is driving this streamer around Shore Drive here, there's actually a mod shop behind you, what looks like a bar on the right here. You've got a safe house, and you've got a mission marker. So cool to see all of these logos. There are a lot of NPCs, so just a bunch of different types of races. And then we've got this little driving clip, which is actually one of the coolest shots in the entire trailer, in my opinion, because we get our first look at a few features. Down the bottom right, we get our first look at the character switching little menu here. So if you press R1, obviously it will switch to the other character. But you can also see that Jason and Lucia have different criminal profile states here. So it's not shared between the two characters. That means, in theory, you could do a playthrough where Lucia is, a professional. Rob Nelson, again, goes by and blocks. I was told that Vice City itself is twice the size of Los Santos from GTA 5, and that Vice City and its surrounding suburbs are about 11 times the size of Los Santos and its surrounding suburbs. And in this shot, man, you can see it. You can see it. This looks unreal, man. We then switch from Lucia top, man. You can
We could have a best look of the game map, open world, and as far as the information that we are given, we got, it's pretty big. The map is pretty big. The map is way more bigger than Vice City. What do you expect if the map is not big? Then it's not even worth the price. It's almost $100. I If it's not even worth of 100 hours of content, then I'm out. Oh man, you just see Assassin's Creed Valhalla has, let's say, 100 hours of content. Okay, there are so many other sub quest lines. You don't have to, let's say, give money to play those quest lines. Most of them are free. Okay, most of them trigger on its own. If you just let's say open the Ubisoft account on specific dates or specific months, you will get those passes for free. Okay, Even I got those passes for free and have played all the missions, extensions, and everything. I've completed almost 100% of the game. Only the Valhalla, the actual Odin and other extension, the Asgard extension is something different. I haven't completed those parts yet. That I personally wanted to complete it, but couldn't because of few reasons. So the game itself was pretty good, bro. Okay, the game itself was pretty good. The map was far more bigger than I expected. It's see, some people didn't like that game because of it is not related to the Assassin's Creed, but still the standalone game with the mechanics and everything was good. Was pretty much let's say what you could say. It's a journey. Okay, you just don't go and do the missions. You actually play with the characters. You actually flaunt with so many. You also have so much of so many mini events and big games that you would play with them. And every story itself is far more connected to you and rooted to you, and that's what that game far more personal for me personal for me as well as so many other people as well, I think so. uh yeah, it's one of the best games for bug. Okay, it's one of the best games for bug out there at that time. Right now, even see 60, if you are putting $60 to Elden Ring is good. Okay, because Elden Ring $60 is far better because I'm not saying about DLC. Without DLC, $60 for an Elden Ring copy is better because you have so much to explore. Okay, it has one of the best memory optimizations. It doesn't have that much of requirements to install, and the say the mechanics is not easy but still manageable if you put your head in it. Story is rich, characters are rich, and the landscapes is far more richer, and the gameplay is almost it's based upon based upon players that you are. Mostly there are not that many cutscenes in the game in game, but it would eventually would take you around of 60 to 70 hours approximate to complete the whole game. I'm not just telling you complete the game. I'm telling you like killing every boss, killing every boss, rounding off all the other side quests and everything. It might eventually take up to 70 hours for and let's say an elite streamer, 50 to 70 hours. That's the max, as far as I could say. 50 hours, 60 hours, 60 hours for 50 hours. I would say it's one of the best cinematic experience. Like the price, price to um, price to the gameplay ratio needs to be perfect. The price to gameplay needs to be perfect because Spider-Man 2. Okay, Spider-Man 2 is mostly Spider-Man 2 is mostly might be around only 20 hours of gameplay. For at that time it's $80. Okay, 20 hours of gameplay, $80 is like you know what it is. Okay, so I know it's free, but when it was released, it's not that much, let's say, worth it. I believe, but we could forgive it because we can forgive it because the animations, the mechanics, and the UI was sick, and our UIs, the side missions, all our other things were sick. The only thing I personally believe was was missing was a multiplayer, multiplayer setup for the Spider-Man 2 that the Insomnia Games has promised, but have let's say ended the development for it, and also they have also cancelled the DLC, the Flames DLC, the extended Flames, the Carnage DLC also. They have cancelled it. I think the Spider-Man 3 would give us some answers, but they won't release it until they have released the Miles Morales across the beyond the Spider-Verse. Once the Marvel Miles Morales across this also beyond Spider-Verse is released, there I think already there is Wolverine that is coming. Wolverine is coming in this month, this year. That would also break records because I have also seen the trailer gameplay. It looks sick. All the OG characters are coming, and the OG suit is also looks good. The animation also looked good. Yeah, so I believe that could also be the contender for the game of the year. So let's see. Uh, yeah, there are so many. I also reacted for the PlayStation event, a gameplay event as well. So we, I also gone detail which game I would like to play, and yeah, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Yeah.
You can see it. You can see it. This looks unreal, man. We then switch from Lucia to Jason, this time not while they're together. So we get our first proper look at the zooming out character switching. And it's pretty quick, it's pretty seamless. We switch to Jason, he's hanging out with Dre, and then we start our final mission of the trailer.
Lucia, Jason, come take a seat. I'm waiting on the ETA for the flight.
In this mission, Jason and Lucia are going to be bodyguards for a character named Andres de Leon. But first, you
I actually believe that this time around they have gone with Colombian cartels. At the time, I think they have gone with the like street style, some other cartels and some other play styles and difference. Okay, they have gone to with the thugs. They are all street. Okay, they are all crew members. Okay, they are all crew members who do stuff with the crew. Like they go for heists and plan out robberies. That was the main plan. They don't do mercenary jobs or so many mercenary jobs. If they want to take down, they just go and take down. That's all. They are not hired for guns. I think these guys are hired for guns. And as far as we could see with the character interactions and other characters that are introduced to us, as well as the gameplay trailer, we can assume that the mostly it's about drugs and mostly drugs and some other espionage stuff from Dominican Republic. Mostly it's North America, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil, and so many other parts of it. So I believe I think they have Mexico focused on that part right now. We don't know. We still don't know what else the game has to offer for us. So let's see what we could do. I believe the game will be uh, hit. Game will be a hit. I want it to be hit, but I just want few changes. I just want to change the UI. The UI is far from that, man. I want the UI to be changed, man. I just want the UI to be changed and few cutscenes and so few character changes, and that's all. Okay, a few character changes and defineness. See, if the gameplay is same, this much level of defineness in the gameplay, in the real game, then it's okay. If there isn't, then that's a problem for everyone. So I want the same defineness that they have shown in this extended trailer in the real game as okay. Yeah. Well, the weapons looks far more real this time around. So yeah, we will see what they are going to do. So that's it for the GTA 6 trailer background, guys. Hmm. That's it for GTA 6 breakdown.
If you've played GTA Online, you might recognize this character. This is Valentina, who we actually first saw in 2025 last year in the GTA Online Money Fronts DLC. Now, in that DLC, she was in the opening cutscene getting out of the same private jet that Mr. Faber was on. Now, Mr. Faber is sort of shaping up to be what looks like a villain in GTA Online. We still don't totally know what his motives are, but we know that Valentina and Mr. Faber are connected. They know each other. So how does this connect to GTA Online? Is it time to start the theories? I don't know what to make of this. I have a lot of thoughts. I've got a lot of ideas on what could be happening here, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Now, in this cutscene here, we are at one of the interiors at the airport. So airports are going to have interiors this time around, which is just sick. Andres shows up, we meet him, and then we drive him to the Megamundo headquarters where they're having a party. We get a nice clip of us driving at night in the main airport for Vice City, and man, this just looks nuts. I can already see an Any Austin video on the way, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see if these airports are truly accurate to real life. We see NPCs taking selfies, doing dances. This world is alive, man. It's alive. And then look at this. Night street racing with nitrous. What are we doing right now? Are we playing Need for Speed? Are we playing Midnight Club? We've got nitrous in GTA 6 now. You will not find me complaining at all. We got Jason and Lucia in the club 919 based off 11 Miami in real life. This is a nightclub slash strip club, mostly a nightclub by the looks of it. And just look at the pedestrian density, man. Look at all of the NPCs in here. Look at this shot of Lucia, the sweat, the dances, man. They're really doing it. From here, we get a few cutscenes. Don't really learn too much new. Just get to bake in and soak in all the visuals here and how great this game looks. That is until a shootout breaks out, and we really get to have a look at the seamlessness in character switching here and how Jason and Lucia are really working together. We see Jason put a sticky bomb inside the elevator here, and this looks like gore. I think this is body parts. I'm not too sure. So for anyone who has questions about that, we might have answers here. And as we switch to Lucia, I don't know how many people were actually paying attention to the actual mechanics in this short scene here, but you'll notice that Lucia is crouching. So crouching is returning to GTA. Remember, GTA 5 didn't have crouching. It only had cover. So now you can take cover and you can crouch without being in cover. As we switch back to Jason here, we finally get our first look at focus and how it actually works. So it slows down time just like Deadeye kind of does in Michael's ability in GTA 5, but this time it also highlights weak points. Now here, of course, it highlights the weak points on the NPCs. You can see the red areas, that will be a lethal shot, and you can see the yellow areas, those are for non-lethal shots. Now, this does also work for vehicles. It'll highlight weak points on vehicles if you use it while you're in a shootout with the cops, for example, but we didn't get to see that in this preview here. We only got to see it on actual characters, but still neat nonetheless. And right before this scene cuts off, we see Lucia stab this guy in the head with a heel before they both go tumbling down the elevator shaft. We'll see how she gets out of that one. And then we switch to the final sort of outro, last 30 seconds to a minute of the trailer here. And you know what? I think this is my favorite part of the showcase. Obviously, I can't play the song that plays here. If you want to know what the song is, in case you want to listen to it, it's called Inner Light by Elderbrook. But I love this outro sequence, man. It doesn't necessarily show us too much. I mean, we see Cal, Lucia, and Jason fishing here. We get a first look at the interior of the Delights strip club that's going to be in Port Gellhorn. We see Dre mixing some music here. Hopefully we get to actually help him with that. That would be pretty neat. We get a shot of a sick looking interior here. I don't know exactly where this is, but we got a little dog here dressed up. We even got a car meet here. Man, I am so happy for the car community. This game is going to slap for you guys. We see some rednecks. It's a cool little outro compilation. But what I like so much about this end sequence here is actually what Cal is saying, Cal Hampton. Now, let me get a little bit sappy or nostalgic here at the end of this. Cal is telling Jason and Lucia, probably, it might not feel like it, but these are your glory days. Nothing is gonna beat who you are now. You can't see all the fucked up shit on the horizon. Enjoy this, dude. If this right now was all that there is, all the time, it would be perfect. Trust me. And I think that quote not only is special for the story of Jason and Lucia, and who knows, the potential doom that could be ahead of them. There is a bit of foreshadowing going on in this trailer. But I kind of feel like this is a
So as far as I could see, the Rockstar have learned from their mistakes, actually listen to the community. Yeah, actually listen to the online community, the GDFI community, and all the, let's say, they have taken all the things that all the GDFI players love, the community love, and actually realistically put that into the game. As far as I could see in the ending of the training section, the trailer. So I believe if they have taken everything from their past mistakes, the past IPs, and their let's say what you can say the ingenuity, the let's say the past features from the games like Red Dead Redemption 2, and also so that's it for today, guys. So yeah, thank you. That's all for the GTA, GTA 6 extended trailer. Okay. See you guys in next one. Next one. Thank
A
you.
message from Rockstar to the